She just keeps going and going and going. Hello and welcome to another installment of Vinny Views. I am Vinny and today it is another edition of Second Chance Saturday. This is one of my favorite segments because I get to shed light on a movie, an album, an artist that deserves a second chance, that didn't get the chance that they deserve. And today we are talking about my favorite Beyonce album of all time, 4. It came out back in 2011 and it wasn't as big of a success as all of her other albums are. And granted, all of her albums have debuted at #1 when they've been released, even 4. But 4, I feel like people didn't give it the respect that it deserved. It certainly didn't get any kind of awards recognition that it deserved. And it is by far, I personally believe, her best album. Yes, above Beyonce and above Lemonade, I feel like this is her most concise, most well thought out album. When everyone else was doing something kind of techno and something pop and something kind of just all over the place, she went back to basics and she did what everyone else wasn't doing, and that was a solid R&B album from track 1 to track 12, or to track 15 if you got the bonus edition. Goes from R&B elements of today to R&B elements of back in the day. It's just a really good mix of a good solid R&B album. Now, my first Vinny Views video that I ever did was about Beyonce and ranking all of her albums. For each album, there was a favorite song for some different categories. Every album had the base standard. Every album had a fierce track. Every album had a best ballad, and then every album had my favorite song of all. The base standard is like a classic Beyonce song. It's a staple in her repertoire, whether it's Irreplaceable or Single Ladies. For 4, that song I feel like is Love on Top.
You put my love on top, 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 top.
Just the whole vibe of the song is this really funky, really upbeat, kind of early 80s, late 70s R&B pop vibe, a la, you know, Jackson 5. And Love on Top just has that great infectious beat that puts a smile on your face, makes you want to dance. It goes all the way up there into that register of hers. The fiercest track on this album is the first single, Run the World Girls.
Who run the world, girls? Who run the world, girls? Who run the world, girls?
It's fierce, and you watch the music video and it's just as fierce, showing off how fierce she can be because Beyonce is fierce. The best ballad is 1+1.
1 + 1 = 2.
It's the opening track of the album. To open up an album with such a slow song like this takes a lot of guts, but Beyonce pulls it off because it's such a beautiful, beautiful song. You feel every emotion in her voice when it comes out of just how much she loves this man. And my favorite song is the track called Countdown.
You're the one I do it for. I'm trying to make us still the one.
It's just this bounce rhythm to it that just is so infectious. It gets stuck in your head and it's just so fun and so damn catchy. I think that 4 is the album that really personified her as an established artist. She wasn't just making hits to make hits. This really was the album that changed everything for what was to come. I think that that's maybe why it didn't get the attention that it deserved. It was too good for people to appreciate at the time. But now, I hope y'all appreciate how great of an album it actually is. That is all for this installment of Vinny Views Second Chance Saturday. Until next time, bye!
1, 2, 3, good.
Oh, God.